I love quilts. Goodness, look at all that work. All that has been stitched.
Sun machine.
We're live.
Oh. Bob, you turkey, you like to spring that on me. Hey guys, we're fixing to do another awesome episode of Life and Smokies with Laura. And you want to tune in. And don't forget, we also have 2 other studios up in here. Because Bob's cool like that. And he's got us up and running. And,
Yes.
and we are live on Mountain Fun Live. We are also on YouTube. And pretty soon we're going to be on Roku. We're getting up to the big leagues, y'all. So don't forget to like us, thumbs up us, heart us, love us, because you do love us, share us, and send us your comments, and let us know what you think. And we will be right back here in just a few minutes.
Check out Bass Militia's great apparel. The Bass Militia Fishing Team is a brotherhood of fishermen, helping out each other and helping to raise money for veterans and military personnel. So be a part of the Bass Militia Fishing Team. Go to www.bassmilitia.com and be a part of a great team. You can also find them on Facebook. Bass Militia is a proud sponsor of Life in the Smokies with Laura. Thanks, Bass Militia.
We're live.
What? Hey guys, we're back with Life in the Smokies with Laura. There's a small malfunction. I have a mic now. Anyways, that's what happens when you go live, folks. I want to thank Bass Militia for being my awesome sponsor. And today we are here with Miss Teresa from Cam Cabins Crafts. And I want you to tell me about your little store here. And you said it was a ministry?
It's part of a ministry. CAM, C-A-M, stands for Coalition for Appalachian Ministry. We're located on Wares Valley Road, going towards Townsend, so we're about 11 miles out from Pigeon Forge. We're right on the county line between Sevier and Blunt in Wares Valley. We're in a log cabin right beside the road, so you can't miss us.
Yeah.
And what we do, the purpose the craft shop serves in the ministry is to provide a free marketplace for crafters and artisans throughout Appalachia that probably would not have another resource or opportunity for a free marketplace. Most of my crafters tend to be senior citizens or folks on lower income, just trying to do something that supplements their income and helps them and their families. But another secondary purpose it serves is to show folks from all across the United States what our Appalachian crafters have to offer in terms of their craftsmanship and their skill and all the different things that they make, from soap to quilts. We have a little bit of everything there. So
I can see that. Look at these beautiful products you brought in. Man, so explain a little bit of what you have over here. You have
Alright.
all kinds of stuff.
well, the first thing here, this large bow is traditionally known as a dough bow. And what that meant was it was used to make biscuits in.
Oh.
Folks would generally, in my family, my great-great-grandfather made one for his wife, and when they got married, and it's hand carved. They cut down a tree and they'll get the wood, the log, and they'll start carving on it. This takes about 3 or 4 months to carve one this large.
Wow.
And you would never wash them. You put your flour and stuff in there. They would work up their biscuit dough in the mornings and make their biscuits, and they would just wipe it out and hang it up or sit it beside the stove somewhere and be ready for the next morning to use. So they call them dough bows. But you could put whatever you wanted to in it. But that's a traditional mountain craft. And then we have this item, which is called traditionally a mountain berry bucket.
Huh.
This item is made without glue. There's no nails, there's no staples in it. It's one piece of bark. And this is poplar bark, by the way. There is a certain time of year that they can take where trees have fell through the winter. It's in the spring. They can take and peel the bark from the tree, and he takes it and soaks it in some water. It'll make it softer and more pliable. Then he just bends this piece of bark up like this.
Huh.
And he'll put a stick in there to hold it apart or something, and just lets it dry, and then it's just back to the bark.
Well.
And it will stay that shape.
Huh.
No glue, no nails, nothing.
Shoot.
And the knot hose, all that is natural to the piece of bark that he took off the tree.
That is just so dang cool.
And they
I
were
just
called
love
berry
that.
buckets because they used them to pick berries and stuff in the mountains. And once they'll last a long time just like they are. But once they had served their purpose,
Yeah.
you couldn't find another use for them. You could always throw them in the wood cook stove and burn them.
That is just so nifty.
And then we have, this is another style of wood bows that we have. Now these are not hand carved, they're wood turned on a lathe. But the crafters, whenever they find wood, my woodworkers especially, they hunt for wood. And like a tree fell in their yard and they'll call them and say, do you want the tree? They'll go get it and clean it up. And they'll generally let it lay a while because it has to cure out and dry out, and I couldn't tell you all the procedures. But then they will turn it and make bows in different sizes, different shapes. But whatever is in the wood when they go to turn it, because this is sweet gum wood, but you see these different things,
Yeah.
that's in the wood. Like it could be a disease in the wood, or sometimes they get wood that they call wormy wood, where worms are burrowed into it and ate, and they'll have all these little teeny tiny holes. But this is just what the tree, the aging of the tree, how it came out and looked.
I gotta look at this. This is so cool. Wow.
So there's never two bows alike.
That's awesome. And,
Even
you
if
know,
they had the same piece of log that they were working with or wood, you'll never get two bows identical because the wood grain's always going to be different.
that is beautiful. Huh. And it's just natural. That's gorgeous. I love that.
And then we have basket weavers, we have quilters, we have weavers, all kinds of folks doing different things.
Oh wow.
This is an antler basket, obviously. Now, the lady that does this weaving, she is from Maryville. These are antlers when she has a friend that's a hunter, and after they've hunted and done what they're going to do, they give her the antlers, and she'll take them and try to, it depends on the shape and the antlers and that kind of thing. She weaves baskets around the antlers
Wow.
and uses those for the handle.
You really have to be talented to do stuff like this, man. I'm telling you. My goodness.
And they come in all different shapes and sizes.
That is just so cool. Wow. I wish I was that crafty.
I know. I guess folks think because I work in a craft shop I have some craftability, but I do not. Zero. This is a piece of weaving. It's a table runner. And that pattern is called wig, W-H-I-G, rose, and it dates back to the 1700s.
Oh, wow.
And this is from a family that has been weaving here in Sevier County 6 generations back.
My goodness.
And this is woven on a, for those that weave, they'd know what I was talking about, a pedal loom, an old pedal loom. And she moves those shuttles back and forth Takes a lot of time. Does it all by hand.
Man, that's gorgeous.
So she does table runners and she does placemats. So, and they do different patterns. This is just happens to be one of the patterns called Wig Rose.
It's easier to appreciate things that are handmade that you know that are handmade.
Yes, and I mean, this is something that's been handed down in their family.
Yeah.
Like I said, this is, I think, the 6th generation and of weavers in her family. And one of this particular pattern, when the park had its 75th anniversary, Smoky Mountains National Park, her weaving was featured as part of the 75th anniversary.
Wow.
So, because her family's been around a long time.
That's so nice.
And then we have some doilies, which is a word most people don't hear or know anymore. But these are crocheted.
Oh, wow. That almost looks like a butterfly.
Yeah, it probably is to an extent. But they crochet this, and women used to lay them on their coffee tables or dressers. They were table scarves and such. But all that is crochet work.
My great-grandmother Laura, that I was named after, one of my favorite people in the whole wide world, had doilies. And that's what I think of when I see those. And I love those.
So we have those in different shapes and sizes.
Yeah.
And then we have the soap. We have a variety of handmade soap at the craft shop. We have goat's milk soap. And then we have a soap that's, the base of it is honey. And this is a husband and wife. The husband has beehives. And so he harvests the honey, which we sell at the shop. And then she uses the honey in the base for her soap.
Oh,
so it's a very creamy soap, good for your skin.
Nice.
And then we have the extremely popular little item called a scrubby. Dish scrubby. And believe it or not, there are people, women all over the United States that come back to the shop every year when they come to the area to get more of these scrubbies. And they'll buy 5 and 6 at a time. They're very durable, very handy. They can serve multiple purposes, from the dishes to the feet. So
yeah, ooh, I like this.
And they're crocheted, so it's a style of crocheting.
That is so cool. I've never seen like handmade ones of these. These are awesome.
Second most popular item I sell in the shop.
What's the first?
It's a cardinal whirligig, believe it or not.
I don't know what that is.
I should have brought you one, but it's shaped like, it's a wood gig. We call them gigs. And you put it on a stick out in the yard, and the wings turn, the body turns when the wind blows.
I've seen something like that. Yeah.
So the cardinal, we have a gentleman that makes the cardinals, and that's my most popular selling item.
Oh, well, and that's the second most.
And this is the second one.
Well.
And then we have quilts.
Yes, this has to be my favorite. I'm in love with this beautiful quilt. Look how beautiful these colors are. You cannot not love quilts. Oh my gosh, this is beautiful. Gosh, look at that.
We do have several ladies that quilt from Tennessee to Georgia. We have around 140 active crafters from 10 of the 13 Appalachian states.
Man.
So we've been around since, the ministry's been around for better than 50 years, but the craft shop has only been part of it since the late 90s. So we're still growing and adding crafters, but I have ladies that do complete hand stitched from beginning to end.
Yeah.
I have ladies that do machine quilting, and then I have ladies that will do the piecing for the top by hand, and then do the backing. When you sew the backing to it, they'll do it with a machine. But we have king size, we have queen, we have what we call couch quilts or lap quilts. We have quilted hangers, you know, they can hang on the wall. All shapes, and colors, sizes, because every lady does something different. Some of them have their own make up their own patterns, and some do traditional patterns like the double wedding ring or the Dutch girl.
Yeah.
Some Bonnet Sue, some of them call it that. The log cabin. So we have all different kinds of patterns.
Wow. Well, thank you so much for coming on the show and talking about your awesome products. I love to see this stuff.
Well, thank
Or
you.
you don't get better than the homemade stuff, man.
Well, that's what we're there for. It's to help these crafters, to help them, have a supplement to their low incomes. But it's also to preserve and continue traditional mountain crafts as well as new crafts, but to give them that free marketplace. So we appreciate the opportunity you gave us here today.
Definitely. Well, thank you for coming. Guys, thanks for watching, and tune in to the next episode of Life in the Smokies with Laura. And remember, climb that mountain and have fun in life. Bye. Check out Bass Militia's great apparel. The Bass Militia fishing team is a brotherhood of fishermen, helping out each other and helping to raise money for veterans and military personnel. So be a part of the Bass Militia fishing team. Go to www.bassmilitia.com and be a part of a great team. You can also find them on Facebook. Bass Militia is a proud sponsor of Life in the Smokies with Laura. Thanks, Bass Militia.